Dun, 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 dun. Hey guys, yeah, very emotional day for me. I haven't slept in 2 days. I think it's just the fact I thought I would have gone to Ottawa, but then again, I think we even need the pass to change provinces. I don't know. We need one to take a train, but it's going down. It's going down tonight. We have Peter. Everybody, thanks so much for being here. Yeah, I got to keep up. That's true. Hello again to you too, my friend. Oh yeah, we'll talk about all the cool stuff and what the heck's going on here. Even have a video for you, 10 minutes, guys, of what's going on in Canada as of an hour and 40 minutes ago. And it's getting even better. Thank you very much, Mr. Gate Smasher. Andrew, thanks for being here. I'm surprised too. Hey, Mr. Rollins is back in the house. Mr. Peter Benton says, hey, Darla, stats. Dry nose here with the heat I have here, guys. It's absolutely incredible how I really pushed the heaters this year, but it makes everything dry. Eh? If I get off this, I'll get off this before 11 for sure. I think I'm gonna have to get a bottle of wine, definitely, to celebrate this evening for some of the things that are going on. Well, we're still under pressure here in Canada. It's absolutely incredible the atrocities that our Canadian government is doing to the Canadian people. And it's about time that people stand up and speak up. Imagine the only thing I get to do is sit here on social media and for one day, one couple streams, talk about what's going on. But I sure as hell will. Now, the Army, even veterans, military veterans, are there on guard at Parliament Hill, but not the way you think they are. They're on the side of the truckers. They support the convoys. Even some police officers supporting the convoys. We have a Major C, won't name his name. You guys can look up the video in Canada that's speaking up. Went to several missions. The guy has a university, several degrees. I mean, this guy is telling police officers, and I am too, and everyone is, go on the side of the people, guys, because you guys all signed an oath in Ottawa. Every police officer in the world and people in the military signed an oath to protect the people. So if you're asked to go against the people and do something against probably even your will, you should stand up on the side of the people. We have people in the military now, not just veterans, even someone who just came back from active duty saying, hey, protect your families. So it's important. What I saw an hour and a half ago is incredible. It's hard to explain. The quantity of people that are at the parliament right now in Ottawa is unimaginable. I heard someone say 1.5 million before, but I don't think they were lying. So many people are there. And you know what? They're there in the bloody pouring rain. And again, over the past few days, the second week almost that they're there, I've heard the news media in Canada and even in the States, sadly, really dissing the truckers, calling them literally domestic terrorists. We heard Justin Trudeau valorize BLM, which is a terrorist group, and really astonished, I think, 99.9% of Canadians. I'm pretty sure everyone supports the truckers. Pat King, who they froze his bank account, they're up to 2 or 3 fundraisers they tried to raise, and even on the I say stop and go, but pay and go, whatever it is, they closed them all, and they blocked them all, unfortunately. But Pat King's getting letters from a Mason, actually, that's worried about his company closing, and they're trying to bribe him to get people to liberate and free Ambassador Bridge. Sorry, something in my eye. And they want Ottawa also to empty out the trucks. And of course, no one's going nowhere. They are holding the line. All mandates, that's what the truckers are demanding. And I speak for them when I say this. All truckers and everyone there, not just truckers, everyone at the protests, everyone in Canada protesting from province to province, they're holding the line until all mandates are ended in all provinces. Sorry, there's a direct energy weapon on me trying to kill me right now. I can't even say it. I'm so excited. No one's going nowhere. Nothing's going to be unblocked until every bloody mandate is down in every bloody province. Canadians are peaceful people. The government is an authoritarian regime that's ruling Canada right now, guys. And it's very, very sad. I see a lot of people crying, hugging, laughing. They're very upset because we're all trying to keep our calm, like many of you are doing in your own countries. More convoys coming, the American convoy, the people, the convoy of the people. So all we can do is hope. Michael Masick, thank you so much. I love you, my friend. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate it so much. Thank you very, very much. And for the first time, Canadians are standing up. We'll go back to space and talk like we were doing before, you guys, too, and I'll answer comments. It's just that I want to share a little bit, of what's going on. But yeah, that's basically it. The tyranny is enough. It's an authoritarian regime, basically, that's running Canada. Trudeau, not just that, the mandates end, and if he keeps it up, well, people are going to want him also to resign, because I don't think is going to be appreciated very much. His own caucus is asking him to be transparent about at least a date when they can lift them up. But you know what? Canadians are holding the line because we're not going to wait a month for them to take the mandates down. The mandates go down now, and here's the biggie. They're demanding the data of the Vs and everything, the deaths and everything that came in, because it's being hidden from the population. People want to see the side effects. People want to see exactly what the hell occurred. What are the side effects? What are the products? Everything. And it has to be divulged. And the data is being asked for right now to be shown. There's lots of court dates, lots of shit going on, a lot in Canada. And to see veterans standing up and people in their uniform saluting right in front of Parliament Hill. They're saluting the truckers, by the way. They're not saluting the Hill. And they have a lot of respect for the truckers. So that's an amazing thing that we're all holding together. And Canadians are not going anywhere. So there are more convoys all around the world. People are showing support. It's probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, basically. Hello, Beth. Thanks again, Peter. Mr. Rollins. Corey, how's it going? Bruce, I finally got a notification on your live. Hey, that's rare. People have a hard time getting the notifications all the time. Hi, Bruce, mods, community. Thank you very much, Sansi. I'm Kai. How's it going, man? Nice to see you guys. Thanks for coming in. Lots going on here in Canada. I'm very upset because they're not taking them down, the mandates. I hope they will, because people are being peaceful. And that's all that's going to happen, by the way. But the police are gathering in Ottawa. I counted in one video, one side view, 150 cops, and they go out in groups and normally to monitor and to check out what's going on. So, hey, by the way, they're in the pouring rain. Thanks again, for the contributions, guys. Thanks, Michael. They're in the pouring rain out there in Canada, and not only truckers, a lot of families out there with even their kids during the days. The past few days were beautiful days. It was an actual dreamlike scenario. What I'm going to show you for 10 minutes later on, I hope you appreciate it. I'm sure you will. It reminds me of something very eerily. I know it's just a theory. Actually, it's not even a theory. It's just a thought I'm sharing with you, right? Imagine everyone that's at the protests right now in Ottawa are all people that were protesting back in the 1900s and died from the plague. And they're back to dance in the streets now, to honk, to make the time is up, right? See, time is up. No, but that's a creepy thing when I saw the footage that you're going to see in a minute. And I also kept a little piece of it and I put it in black and white. I didn't change the music either, because the music that's playing is sort of a sort of a 1920s sort of jingle thing, and people are going like this, and you're just sitting there with your mouth open. You're going, you got veterans, Canadian flags, and everything. So I put it in black and white, a small part of it, and it is the creepiest thing I've ever seen. An SS Nazi. Now you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, right? Well, in the footage, I didn't notice it in color, but when I watched it in black and white, there's somebody there. Gosh, I hope it's there, because I'm going to sound like a freaking nut. I'm telling you. Yeah. German hat, soldier's hat, SS, right down with the guards, shield guards go down all around in the back. And this guy, and when I put it in black and white, he's up on the post. He's the only one that's up on the post, and he's looking at all the people around. It's like, whoa, time travel? Wait till you see it in the black and white footage. So it's just a historical moment to be able to see the people outside and what they're doing. Because don't forget, I'm not that old, maybe, but yeah, sort of, 46 years old. Actually, on February 15th, I'll be 47. But my birthday's coming up. I hope you will all come in. Am I going to stream? I don't know. No, I got enough streams up, actually. We'll see what I do. But yeah, wait till you see the footage in black and white. It is the creepiest thing I've ever seen. It's like looking after the war when everyone started dancing in the streets. The same thing. Actually, that was the music that was playing in the video, dancing in the street. That's creepy. You'll see. Get a good laugh of it. Listen, some people say they're living in the Matrix, but some are like sort of really stuck on the fact that they're living in the Matrix. It's becoming like that. More and more, it's like it's a dream. I pinch myself, I'm going to wake up and we'll still be under mandates. Very emotional video this afternoon that I saw. Some kids in, I don't know where Elgin is. I think it's in the States, guys, from the accent. I could be wrong. Middle school in Elgin, that they were talking about, hey, tomorrow they're lifting the mandates and we don't need no more masks. And the kids were crying. Have you ever seen kids in grade 1 and 2 cry because they were told they're going to take off their bloody masks? It was really almost sad to see. Skies are active here in Minnesota. Here, it's not cold at all. Actually, it's pretty over zero, I guess, or close, not too much below zero. But I guess by Monday or Tuesday, it'll be a lot colder. Hopefully, the mandates will be done by that. I'm praying for mandates to be done by my birthday. That's the present I want. So I'm going to make it happen, by the way. February 15th, that's it. And Canadians do not, I don't know about you guys, but Canadians do not want to wait 1 month for this. So even now, telling you, oh, in 1 month, we're going to lift mandates. No, but it's bullshit. In 1 month, there'll be a lot more businesses, Canadian businesses that are closed. That's the problem. There'll be a lot more Canadian businesses that are closed. Some businesses, for the first few years, work to pay off the friggin' buildings or to pay off, bank loans and stuff like that. They don't make any money, the small businesses, for years on end. And that's if they put on all their hours and stuff. And then this happens. They're not telling us how many businesses closed, right? They're hiding the data on everything. So imagine how many businesses closed in Canada that they're not telling us about. When the numbers come out, it's probably going to be pretty radical. Hey, Peter Hyde, thanks a lot, brother. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate that. Beto Campos. Hello, Beto from Costa Rica. Muchas gracias. Bienvenido a mi canal de investigación de espacio. Muchas gracias, amigo. Corey, good to be here, my brother. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Good news. The sun video is done. I just have to upload it. It's already. It'll take an hour and a half if it doesn't black out, right? And guys, you're really going to like the video. I filmed the sun on the 10th yesterday morning, and the plasma balls leaving, the blobs that NASA talks about, I've shown you before. Well, there's some objects that are going over. I said that the first stream. You'll see the video anyways. Something around the sun's atmosphere and the chromosphere. Okay, fireballs remain there, and they believe that's what makes the sun so hot. So could those fireballs that were let out recently be the cause of the sunspots? So now there's a whole lot of other possibilities. But anyways, we'll talk about that in the video. Andrew, how's it going? It is exciting times. It's a historical time. And good news, they're also saying that one for the history books is February 11th, where apparently it is the end of it all. Even though they're going to, make us last couple of weeks or whatever, people don't want to wait those couple of weeks. And what's going to happen is people are just going to take off their masks, and people are going to say, well, screw it. We're just going to do our little thing. Kamloops. No, Kamloops. No, but I've heard of it, my friend, but I have not been Unfortunately, I've not been a big traveler. Really not. Luckily, thanks to my mom, she brought me. I went to Dominican Republic and I went to Florida, and it was actually all at the same time. So it was like one after the other. We had never gone far away, which is sort of normal. We had nice trips around here, did nice stuff at home, but I had the chance only to go there. Did not travel very much. Haven't even traveled very much in Canada. Haven't visited the provinces except for Ontario. Of course, I've been to Ottawa. Humidifier, yes, Nicole, absolutely, exactly. So you're just even talking about it, and hey, Darla, are we free yet, Darla? Are we bloody free yet? You know what's going to happen, Darla? The same thing is going to happen here in Quebec, and Francois Legault is going to have to. You could be sure that he's watching. What's going on. Meanwhile, Doug Ford was seen snowmobiling at some cottage town somewhere, which was pretty funny. A very odd question period with Doug Ford, Premier of Hawaii, Ontario. And he says, I do many long hours. I'm up all night answering telephone calls and stuff. Who the hell do you think is calling him at 2 or 3 in the morning, aside from I was going to say hooker? That's not very nice. That'd be more like his brother, right? Maybe, I think. Anyways, but seriously, what's going on in Canada is historical. And if the military are standing up beside the people, do you think they're going to send in other military? I don't think so. I think the veterans are there, the big boys, the old ones, the ones who went through hell, the ones who saw their friends die and stood up for the country many times in many years, right? They're going to be there to tell the military, you took an oath. I'm sure of it. This stupid, screwed up dream that I have in my head where the military will stand up beside the people. Why is that so friggin' hard, though? Seriously. Honestly, right? Well, it's simple. It comes down to the fact that, I don't have a $400,000 house or anything, and I'm not mad at the people that do. I'd probably have a hard time giving it up too, be honest with you. I'm I'm human. I get it. Big houses that take freaking years, or you got to go to school to get a really good paying job, but you had to. Yeah, I get it. I just hope that it turns out good for everyone. That's what I hope. I hope they end the bloody mandates really quick. But anyways, it's the weekend, guys. So notice all the protests that are going to be starting. And I do suggest if you have a truck, start honking your horn, go head towards Ottawa, right in the highway, and that's it. That's what we got to do. We're going to hold the line. Ambassador Bridge, the government's complaining about millions of dollars being lost. Well, all the millions of dollars, like Pat King said, all the millions of dollars that are being lost, that were taken from the Canadian people, that's nothing. A couple millions of dollars. They got plenty of money, the government. They got plenty of money. It's just that, you know how they are. If they have $10 billion, they're going to plan for $20 billion. They're always planning ahead for sure. They're extra expenditure. Hey, Rex. Good vibes, Andrew. Thanks, man. Dazzy Bling, thanks for coming back, my friend. You guys probably said hi last time too, and I remember Dazzy though. But I know a lot of you I don't get a chance sometimes to see. Hey, thanks again, The Reality by Jay Rocco for the generous contributions and everything you do, you guys. Hello to you. Ben Nolder, thanks for being here, bro. I see ya. The stats is in the house. Thank you very much, Julie. How's it going this evening? A lot of protesters. A lot of protesters tonight in Ottawa. And you know what? It is pouring down rain. It really is pouring hard. Rain down in Ottawa. Ottawaks. You know how to spell Ottawa? Ottawa. Just write Ottawaks. And you'll see a channel of a guy that goes, I mean, listen, I get mad when it goes down the slow, quiet streets, but I tend to think that's probably his ear and he needs the quiet sometimes. Really good guy. And he's been filming in Ottawa, but he's up to over 100,000 subscribers. So if you want to, if you're in the States, why am I saying this? Because you know how it's hard for you guys in the States and everywhere else to be able to see properly what's going on. Well, take a look at that channel, Ottawa. If you want to see who's walking around, there's machines everywhere. There's what else? Who else? There's a couple of them. Viva Frey now, Freei, Viva Frey or Fry, however you want to pronounce it. 400, almost 500,000 subscribers. Didn't even know him. Guy in Ottawa. We got to meet a lot of people in Ottawa, and videos will become popular, I guess, in Ottawa. Thanks again, you guys, for being here. Yeah, I'm going to try to keep up. I'm already late, 8:24. I forgot to say that the police have been taking all of these into custody as evidence of against. Yeah, that's good, Rex. That's what I want to hear. And I know that some of it's going on, and there's so much that I'm not saying, because I'm being very careful. But yeah, man, and exactly, I know a lot of it's happening. The major in the army here in Canada that spoke up just a couple of hours ago, I posted it in the community. I said, instead of posting it here, go see it for yourselves. It was at 200,000 2 hours after it was posted. I'm sure now easily it's 500,000. And the military is giving some a little bit of leaked info about the V's and about the real numbers and side effects and stuff. It's coming. So that's a good sign. That's right. She does not. Mainstream media is telling lies just like they always do. They really are. We don't even have to name them. You all know them. CNN, MSNBC. And I say it now really to the heart, because when I hear them say the protesters are terrorists, or they're trying to get into the parliament and stuff, it's a load of bullshit. Excuse the expression, but it's really true. They're really harsh on them. And so they play dirty now. Hey, Tony, how's it going, Mr. Brooks? Thanks a lot. Michael, thanks again, man. I really appreciate that, bro. Love you for it, guys. If it wouldn't be for you guys, the channel wouldn't be here, that's for sure. And I see some new faces. It's really, really cool. And those who appreciate the channel. And those that's arriving, well, I have a lot of proof about UFOs on the moon. And you know what? You know how many times I heard that? And I went and saw the guy's channel, and I was so insulted to people telling me that they have stuff on the moon. I was never able to say anything. But I really got stuff. Thanks, Julie. I feel like it is a false flag. So I didn't, says Andrew, I feel like it's a false flag. So I didn't get involved other than sharing YouTube videos and opinions. Yeah, well, that's a good thing. Jeez, what's wrong with my eye? Yeah, that is a good thing. My eyes are doing good, by the way. It's just this, whatever. Give me a second. I'll get right back to you, Andrew. There we go. So, like I said, false flag. Yeah, well, it could be even now, right? Honestly, man, it absolutely could be. And don't forget, in every department, every field, even military, even police, there's always going to be a big group that doesn't know what's going on. Really, they're going to follow orders. And, there's a lot of police that are taking leave in Ottawa just this week. And it was in the news, and they were talking about it, that a lot of police officers here in Canada are taking leave. My heart is singing, love will win. Oh, you bet. They're trying to make them out as a once. Yes, exactly. Listen, they're making them out as literally criminals, literal criminals. And Justin Trudeau, the stuck-up chicken shit, is still holding his end, but his world is crumbling around him, and he's authoritarian. Atrocities that he's doing to Canadians. Yes, atrocities. That's exactly it. His caucus is exposing something, even something about children I'm not going to mention here, that it will definitely all be coming out in the news. Thanks, Gate Smasher. Thank you very much, Darla. Yeah, so definitely. Keith, how's it going, man? 100% behind the truckers in Texas. Thank you very much, you guys. Yeah, you guys rock. Well, Texas, hang tight. D.C. convoy around the 14th, if I'm not mistaken. They're already set. Everything's ready they're ready to roll. May even roll sooner. Who knows? Been happening since early December. Yeah, a lot of things have been happening way back. People don't realize it. That's for sure. Even the cleaning up part, where already they knew ahead of time when all this was going to end, so they're already preparing and what's coming. And I I I I I can't say that we're going to see Fauci on trial, but maybe at least some of the people underneath him. A lot of these people get away because they pay. They pay to get off, right? Trudeau admitted the other day in a video, and the other day in a video, admitted bribing someone, literally bribing someone, giving him $600 million. It's not for nothing that we won't have any problems with them. So that's how they roll. That really is how they roll. That's how Justin Trudeau rolls. Bruce, give them up. Block more roads in more places. Shut it all down. That's exactly the ideal, I am, Guy. We're doing. They're doing airports now, which is pretty cool. The Ottawa airport went by the other day. They were doing the loops around. Pat King was there. Started another convoy, and they were talking about Pat King in the newspaper here. Holy crap! I mean, honestly, I don't even know if they were that mean about what they said about Hitler. It was incredible what they said about him. Guys from Finland, he does this, he's a terror this, he did that, he's with them, he's with this, but they're afraid. And I'll say, like Pat King just said in his recent video called Pat King Letter. You guys can go check it out to see what letter and bribes that he's actually getting by people highly placed to try to get them to do things. And of course, I told you all that Justin Trudeau's biological brother is speaking up against what Justin is doing. That's right, Justin. Your bro's there for you, my man. Kyle Kemper is Justin Trudeau's, the very honorable chicken shit of Canada, Justin Trudeau. His brother Kyle Kemper is speaking out about his brother's doo-doo. And I told you all before, the Ottawa Metro Police, no, the Ottawa Metro Towing Company towed 3 vehicles outside of the red zone, outside of the protest zone, and it was protesters outside of the zone, but they did not know that. So trying to get their name back up on the tables because they're going to be hated for sure. Kyle Kemper, Kemper, Trudeau's brother, is on Twitter also, and he's going to town. Apparently, he is going to town. Peter Hyde, thanks for everything, man. Thanks again, you guys. Really appreciate you guys being here. Again, right when I get off of here, the other sun video is ready. The sun from this morning and amazing new findings about the plasma that's around the sun and stuff, and that science itself is just really talking about now. Thank you very much, Mr. Peter Benton. Yeah, it's getting cold, actually. I never drink it hot. I should drink it hot. Bacon burgers tonight. You badass. He does it every time. When you look at me and you say bacon burgers tonight, you know that's insulting, right? Because you know that's what I want. You know that's but that's not what I'm going to have, though. I'm doing pretty good, actually. I'm fasting, meaning I eat fast in the morning and I don't eat so much in the afternoon. So, Tony Brooks in the house. Yes, can't wait for those chats. The people come in. Maybe one day I'll be able to stream and have 1,000 people watching. Who knows? The first stream, guys, we got a lot of people. Thank you very much. I was trying to talk as fast as Tucker Carlson, which I wasn't able to, but we got a lot of information out. And the first one was a very interesting one. You ever see the movie Above Majestic? No, bro. But I sound like G.I. Joe, eh? No, bro. But somebody told me to take a look at it. I did not yet. And what's the other one? Moon something. Moon, is it Moon Shadow? No. I've been falling by another Pierre. No, c'est pas vrai. My God, Bruce. Christian Mausset, French ufologist from Toulouse, mentioned that a film coming out, Moon something, whole bunch of films coming out. I think it's probably about the moon, most likely. We the people will have nothing if we turn back. That's absolutely right, Beth. You're absolutely right about that. Also, if we turn back, then we'll try to arrest all those involved. Yes, and they're going to be fined. There's already some that were. Can't turn back now, praying. And that's all we can do. And you can be sure that, like I said, if they pull something on the truckers, like push them back, like really go rough on them, it's going to be like any other country that defends himself. New Zealand barged the parliament with Canadian flags on their back as they were bashing the doors. And it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And peaceful protests, they're all peaceful everywhere until the police go over their oath and they, I understand controlling a crowd, but unfortunately, I don't care what job you have, no matter what job you have, if you're protesting and people are protesting and your job is to calm them down, I get it. If they're being rough, well, police can say, hey, we're doing their job. Look, they're aggressive. They got guns. We're going to push them back, pepper spray them. That's what pepper spray is for. That's what pepper spray is for. No, not for elderly ladies. Like we see the police officers get scared because they think the elderly ladies have something in their purse. And the minute she goes to grab her box of Kleenex or something, they tase her in the temples. I've seen that. That's basically, it's not a good idea. The system is so upside down. Isn't it pathetic when you think of it? Taser guns. Like there's ways that you can use it that it should be illegal, right? There should be laws like, oh, why'd you get him between the eyes? Well, do you have to hurt the person? That, and they leave the things in your backs, And again, I'm going to say it again, and I said it the last stream, and I say it all the time when I talk about police officers or military. 99.9% of them, 99.9% of them are all amazing people that are there because when they were young, they wanted to help and save people, and that's taking a guess there. I'm not a cop, but I assume 99% of the cops are there for that. They're not because they want to rough up women or get dates. I know it's cool having the badges and all, but think of it. Sprites on Jupiter. I did not check Jupiter. I have to look up news on Jupiter. I'm not even there at all. I have to check that out, my friend. Sprites on Jupiter. Is that oh, there's something going to Jupiter. Is that what you mean, Tony? There was something going to Jupiter that's supposed to land on it, was it? Or am I losing it? Thank you, Nicole. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. 100%. Justin's following the science. Yes, he is. Political science. Dear Karma, please find him with a vengeance. Amen to that. The Reality by Jay Rocco. And I'll tell you what, now the science changed. So he should be changing his freaking ideas. And that's the sad part. The opposition was talking to them and a whole bunch of other MPs from other provinces that were there in the House of Commons. I mean, he walked out 2 days ago, if not yesterday, not too long ago. Imagine he walked out during the questions and he's so pig-headed, the asshole. He's holding his head. I want to know what the MMA is actually for. I wonder. Oh, the mRNA. Yes. Yeah. When people realize, man, I can't say too much, but it. Like I'm being very careful, especially calling Trudeau chicken shit. When people realize what's growing in them, it's a freak show, man. You said it, Kai. Forward only. Dr. John Campbell on YT is speaking truth about the Jibber Jibber. Thank you, Beth, for sharing that. You guys can check them out too. It's good that we share information like that. Of course, especially on that subject, Beth, it's probably the hardest thing to find on YouTube to find some credible information. Of course. Yeah, exactly, Rex. It's coming. Hey, Sammy M. Thank you very much to be here. Andrew Nightingale, welcome. Hey, Bruce. Good job. And you crack on with what you do with the telescope. Andrew, thank you so much. And of course, I'm never going to stop doing that, you guys. Got a lot of really bad weather, but I have a lot of documentation. And of course, with what went on with, now we're sort of waiting for the mandates and stuff to end. There's lots going on this week. I did a few extra videos on that. But yeah, man, I'm there. I'm not stopping the research. And thank you so much, you guys and gals, for supporting the channel. I wouldn't be here if it wouldn't be for the community. I say it often, and I'm going to say it as often as I can. Sorry. You know, the community has control over the channel, basically. That's basically it. Peter Benton's channel. He also got, we have some fun music. He makes good music, and sometimes he enters my voice because, you know, we have a little bit of fun with the trolls, a little dub. We have a lot of fun. Anyways, the trolls, gotta love them. Marc Gauthier, comment ça va? Trudeau will face ground zero. Bruce, my friend. Been waiting to hear that for so long. I've been waiting to hear that, my friend. J'ai hâte. J'ai vu des vétérans, mon frère, qui sont rendus au Parlement aussi en plus. Comment est-ce que va ton studio, man? Le Parlement, man, j'ai vu ça après-midi, man. C'est comme dans un rêve. Man. Je vais monter le clip tantôt de 10 minutes, le clip de 10 minutes. Et on voit des vétérans qui sont là en uniforme en plus. Le gars, je ne sais pas si tu as vu cette vidéo-là. Sûrement, tu l'as vu, c'est Major Chip quelque chose. En tout cas, il a fait une vidéo il y a 2 heures ou il y a 4 heures, puis il est rendu à 1 demi-million de vues pour demander aux policiers de se tenir avec le peuple. Autrement dit, qu'on se tienne tous ensemble. It's exactly what I'm talking about. Merci, Marc. It's exactly the reality by Jay Rocco. What I'm talking about with Marc Gauthier is just exactly that. He's military too, and he knows, he gives me often, Marc Gauthier, plenty of heads up. And it's already been talked about that they were supposed to roll in for sure. And the police were supposed to use brutal force. That was another inside leak that we heard during the week. I believe the credible source from the Ottawa police. So, of course, not all the Ottawa police, again, that are bad people. I'll repeat that several times. We're talking, it's a very touchy situation here in Canada. A lot of associations are being targeted. A lot of associations are being looked at and watched, like the towing, Metro Towing, which did pretty good by refusing to tow, any vehicles that were protesting. And with a family member this afternoon, somebody said they were talking about, one person answered, we tow people that are in need because they're stuck, or they got flats or something. He goes, we don't tow people for political reasons, which was very well said. I thought that was a good one. Thank you very much, Julie. And Duranze, how's it going? Hey, Bruce, I'm in Georgia right now. Thank you very much for checking in, my friend. And Duranze, thanks. Appreciate that, my friend. Hope you're safe. I can't understand when they end something. They said wait till 1st of month, just ended now. Yeah, I know. It's sort of like, it must be a lady taking those decisions. The end of the month sort of thing, right? That's so racist, Bruce. No, it's not, but that's what they're going to say. No, but seriously, yeah, I can't understand that they're end something at the end of the month, but that's the thing, and it's not going to work because here's the problem. Justin Trudeau doesn't have enough money in his pockets, even with what the elites gave him, to pay for all the money that he's going to owe to the Canadian workforce, meaning lots of people. Lots of companies are going to maybe even have to close down their doors. But hey, it's all in Justin Trudeau's back. He doesn't give a shit about the Canadian people. And it's really, really sad seeing the arrogance of him on top of it when he turns around. Guys, don't forget, I'm very highly insulted that he turned around and said he gave a knee for BLM, who came here and caused $2 billion in damage and infrastructure and wounded police officers during protests. Okay. 2020, 2021. I don't care or know when it was, but it was not long ago. And he gave a knee at a protest for them. But us, he doesn't want to interact with us because we're terrorists. That's ridiculous. And when I say us, I'm not in Ottawa doing all the hard work that they're doing right now. Not a part of that, unfortunately. I wish I was. I'm still Canadian, though. And I tell you what, the people that are over there, there's some people 60, 70 years old is going to see the 10-minute clip that I have here that are dancing on the light posts. Grandparents that are there. And it's the first time in my life that I've ever seen anyone, not just in Ottawa, in any country ever, dancing together, where you have teens and elderly people that are actually together outside dancing, no matter what the music is. You just have everyone going like that because everyone's happy, right? And they're not down yet. They're down at the end of the month. We're still not there yet. So there was a little bit of honking when the news came out, and that was it. And there's never been honking throughout the night in Ottawa. Did you guys know that? And when you hear the horns, they're so loud. When you walk for 3 minutes to 5 minutes, you don't hear them anymore. And it's all buildings that are there. There are no homes there where they were honking the horns. And the truckers that were in the roads where there were apartment buildings did not honk either. They filmed it all night. They were showing the trucks were off. They didn't even have them idling. Yeah, definitely lost his head for sure. And if he continues, he's going to literally. Anyways, the cops made them take down a kid's, bouncy house and food table. Could you imagine that? Imagine your job and you're a police officer, then all of a sudden you're taking down a bouncy thing and you have 17 grandmothers staring at you. Seriously? Stealing the gas. They're doing it again. They came back to steal more cans and more firewood. But it's the perfect idea because it's going to be cold soon. Going to freeze them out. It's not going to work. People are going to bring them wood. And you know what? They better be careful because maybe the military is going to take helicopters and go bring them wood. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a unity for the first time if something's going to happen in Canada, because the awakening is what Kyle Kemper, Justin Trudeau's biological brother, who's speaking against him in a polite way, just basically calling him an asshole, but politely, said that Justin Trudeau is going to have caused a great awakening. So the New World Order that they wanted to do ahead of time, 10 or 11 years ahead of time, is not going to go through. And we must never forget, we're still not done this. When this is done, they're already going to be thinking one day after on the next red flag or plan. And Andrew, like what you said, it doesn't mean it's still not a red flag. And that's the confusing part. It becomes like the game of Clue. So when you're, I don't even know if I should say this. They were gathering people to do an insurrection on January 6th in the States. Well, one guy said that there was an agent, whatever agent B it may be, was asking him to do an insurrection with the Parliament in Canada, my friends. That happened yesterday or the night before. I think it was yesterday. And there are people all around the protesters. If you think the media is not there, if you think the police officers are not there when you don't see them, everyone's still there. In the next video, I filmed for a very short time on Ottawalk's channel. I'll post his link at the same time, which he gave me permission to show. I'm going to show you the drones that they're filming in Ottawa. And my friends, it's not toy drones, nor are they probably police drones, probably governmental or police drones, but maybe RCMP. They're huge. They're huge. And they have a light on it like an airplane. So we'll see that at the beginning of the short footage, 10 minutes, but it's what's going on in Canada the past 2 hours. It's something that I've never seen in my life, that many people in that area gathered up together. I was looking in history books, and back in as far back in 1918, there was a protest just in Toronto with thousands of people again outside, even though it was a protest against Greeks. But anyways, we won't get into that. Racism. Lisa, thank you so much, Lisa. Love you for it. Thanks, Lisa. Appreciate that. You guys rock. Tinfoil Hat is in the house. Thank you very much. Crypto Ed, how's it going? Hello, Bruce, and all Vancouver Island, West Coast Canada. Hey, thanks, Vancouver. Be strong. We got truckers from Vancouver too, guys. There's even some in Ottawa came down from Vancouver at the beginning of the protest. You guys, thanks so much for doing so. Peter Benton says, hello, Tony Brooks. Starlink to launch of 40,000 satellites. Will the sun bring them all down, screwing up sky watching, and it makes it difficult to see asteroids? Hey, that is something interesting when you think of it. You know what the problem is? That's it. So they just launched 49, and now there's 40 coming back down. And that 40, like me, Tony, a lot of it could last months, and some of them could stay up there for longer. I doubt it, but I guess they come down. So the geomagnetic storm ripped them, right? Ripped right through them. And the other 9 supposedly are together kinetic energy to be able to get through the rest of the geomagnetic storm. And you said it. Imagine when 40,000 satellites are affected. So that's the thing. And I guess I'm no expert, but obviously it depends on the size of the geomagnetic storm. If it would have been larger, it could have been up higher up, maybe, right? Space station at one point is going to have to move over. You never know when this is going to happen. And we're going to have an idea because we're going to see the sun absolutely crazy before it goes up for sure. Signs look at the signs, the Tonga. And again, guys, since the last stream I've seen you, this is my second or third stream. I'm showing all the activity where it's happening. Same place. Where am I now? China. Are we showing you where China is? No, that's Canada. There you go, China. There you go. Right there. Nope. There we go. China. Everywhere I showed you, we talked about it last week, the earthquakes, Japan, all around, near Japan, we talked about, not necessarily in Japan, wherever Super Dave said, I think Indonesia. But anyways, long story short, all the activities there. La Palma's there in the Pacific Ocean. Also, Tonga explosion was in the Pacific Ocean. So definitely something's going to happen on the side of the Pacific. If ever there's an area that can guess, they must have some prediction of something, right? You'd assume. Thank you very much. Mama Bear worries. Thank you. Getting so old, 47. I'll still be hopping fences at 80. That is faux show. Hope so. Hey, watch that back, J. Rocco. Yeah, actually, keep moving. Yeah. Very important, right? Take it easy, man. Or don't. We'll keep walking. I'll say what you say. Wales, UK, J Atomic, thanks for coming, my friend. I appreciate that. Singe, man, thank you. Thank you for appreciating and noticing. Nope. Wasn't talking about David Icke, but him too. There's another one. Thank you, Miss Julie. Thanks again, Mr. Hyde. Tony, that's my thing. Man, things happened to me at a very young age that I had the experience of opening my third eye. Mine is open. I was able to open it, and it's the most beautiful thing. Not everyone has a spiritual awakening, I guess, and not everyone is as powerful or has as much energy. Or I believe that we are a very magical being. Gate Smasher says that too a lot, and I agree with him 100%. I've said it all my life. Elgin, Illinois. Thank you, Beth. That's it. That's exactly it. Suburb. Yeah, it could be. I'm not familiar with that at all. But Elgin, I heard middle school. When they told the young kids, boy, that was emotional. They started to cry. I was expecting that. Not one of them smiled. They all bawled, and they were taking. And one kid took off his mask and threw it up like a college student and stuff. Imagine that. Peace, love, and prosperity to all. Have to run. The Reality by J. Rocco. Thank you so much, my friend. He's probably already gone, bud. Thanks, man. Oh, you bet, Julie. Listen. I'm a guy, an energy guy, and that's how I roll. If you're at home and you feel like you're going to send me some positive energy, you don't have to send it through the mail or the post. It's something that's real energy, and energy can travel through the screen, even though it doesn't necessarily go through the screen. You can send energy to someone by thinking of them, by feeling them, not physically, but depends on how you want to feel the person. But if do you get what I'm getting at? When you sense the person, you sort of pick up a little trace of the person, sort of like a sniffer dog. That's how I see it. Like you said, I'm crazy, but it's true. That's how energy works. There is no explanation for energy. There's no term. A lot of people start a lot of different courses and stuff to explain to people how energy works. And I just find it a beautiful thing because in reality, there's no language to it. There's no one term to it. People are just experimenting with the possibilities. Imagine in the past how advanced we were. Must have been really advanced. What if the pandemic was the younger generation 9/11 to wake up and see the truth about what's going on? Absolutely, man. I go through these theories, man, in my head and scenarios. I think of them, and sometimes I get chills. Angel Castro, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Feel of green ramen, the red hand gang, and night in white satin. Night in white satin. We have people, the forces mandates posing pictures with kids with masks on and political people not wearing one. That is maddening. And I saw the image of the exact one you said, and I can't see how it's so. They drilled us so much on racism. It's not. I'm afraid to say what I was going to say. No, it's a black teacher that you saw at the class, right? Did you see that? And whether she be black, pink, or purple, that's the one problem I'm just saying that you were talking about, because I don't remember her name, but people don't really like her. And I'm not talking about Light something, but it's the other one, not Lightfoot. But anyways, she had her mask off, teacher, right? And the teacher has her mask off, and all the kids around her have their masks on. And her mask was taken off just for the pictures. Sorry, her mask was no, that's right. She had her mask on when people enter the school. That's all. That's what they do, right? They're hypocritical. But when the teachers are alone with the kids, well, the mask goes off. So what's the use of those kids having masks if she's going around coughing in their faces and bending down, talking about homework and stuff like that? So when you think of it, it's really silly. Evening, Motley, MS Sport. Thanks for coming by, my friend. Moon surface showing structures. That's awesome, man. That's a good thing to hear. More and more people, more and more people. At one point, hopefully, there'll be enough, or maybe someone shows something better than me. And then at one point, well, boom. Hopefully, they'll bloody talk about it. But I really do think that it's coming. John P. Adventures. Bruce Trudeau says all possibilities are and you just disappeared. On the table. Oh, yes, exactly, John P. Ventures. Exactly right, my friend. All is on the table. It's coming. Truth is coming. The people will come through regardless of time. You said it, Andrew. Andrew Nightingale. You're absolutely right about that, my friend. Salut, Joël Saint-Jean. Merci. Cars melt, but trees don't burn right next to it. That's true, Yeah. Oh, wow. Thanks, Julie. I wonder. Valentine's Day. I'm telling you, you ladies, romantic guy, supposed to be born on February 14th on top of it. Held back. Apparently, they held back because my parents were doing it and I wasn't able to come out, because if not, it would have been out a lot earlier. I'm kidding. My mom's probably some dumbass. Yeah, Peter, right after this, man. The blog, I did show them in the video. It's the one I showed, but I filtered it, of course, with the green filter and show it really close. But with the explanation of what we're actually seeing, I guess a couple of years ago, NASA was talking about sun blobs. But until you're filming them, like I read up a lot about the sun, Peter, but I don't necessarily, like you or like anyone, I don't necessarily read about everything that's evolved or that revolves around the sun. Like, I mean, it's my first, second year looking into studying really hard heliophysics, and it's really working my brain. I'm telling you. I don't know if my head's getting a little wider. My hat is getting a little tighter, though. It has nothing to do with weight gain. Or does it? Miss Arrow, thanks for being here. Hello to you. Freedom for all. Well said. Hey, Danny. Well, man, I don't know, but I appreciate you saying that, bro. Thank you very much. Hey, Bruce, are you able to explain why Mr. Ruda gets lost with his car in an ATV trail all along in the wood law? Yeah, I don't know the movie. Hey, moi, Marc, là, je suis nul quand ça vient aux films, ces affaires-là, man. J'en ai pas regardé trop, je te le dis. Le monde va penser que j'ai pas eu de TV. Mr. Ruba gets lost with his car. Mr. Aruda, which one's that one? Peut-être un blanc de mémoire. I'm going to look it up later, though. Gate Smasher. Versus all. If the moon terraformed and created an atmosphere, yes. What effects would it have on Earth? Tides, gravity? So, oh my gosh. That's a hell of a good question. Actually, Motley MS Sport, thanks again for being here, guys. My gosh, that's a good one because actually, maybe that's why the tides are so shifty because there's so much of a pull on the moon, right? They say the moon has no core or it's empty. Well, I don't know. But then again, an empty core like that, you can terraform it to produce oxygen in layers of the atmosphere. There's a whole bunch of speculation. They say on the moon that the oxygen, there's enough oxygen to support 7-8 billion people, everyone that's here for many, 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 many years. They say that inside of the rocks, the regolith is water. They say that there's also water underground. And I am positive there are running rivers and lakes. Maybe not big lakes, but actually it'd be silly saying not lakes. Probably oceans. Probably oceans like here on Earth. Probably not very, very different. Most likely. London, Kentucky. Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate that, London. In America, we say live free or die. Go truckers. Yes. Good. Americans took all the best sayings. Sarcastic storage stacker. Thank you very much for being here, you guys. Have you heard about the mortgage scam? They're all breaking the law. Yes, as published by Barbican and a Crown Court hearing. Yes, Rex, I'm hearing that just coming out now. Do you imagine all the lawsuits that are going to be exposed, or are they going to expose them, or are the judges just going to condone them, and charge them millions of dollars, go back into the government so they can do more shit? When you think of it, it's maddening, eh? Really maddening. Winfield Diets, thanks so much for being here. Thanks, Darla. I support this channel by name of MS Johnson. Thanks so much, Danny Johnson. I appreciate that, my brother. Felix Charbonneau, merci. Freedom, let's go. Yes. La Sainte Paix qu'on va avoir. Things are coming. Pooh Frankenfurter, burn his bank. Mein Führer, the tow trucks are not allowing the vehicles to be towed. You see that? What is it called? Trudeau Nazi or something in the video? That was funny. A lot of memes coming out about chicken shit. David White's in the house. Hong Kong Bruce, all the way from Ireland. Yes, truth is coming, David White. It's coming for all of us. Some news outlets here are claiming the protest is getting closer to the U.S. border. Actually, Angel Castro, the protest has been at the U.S. border since the 3rd of February, maybe even before. American truckers, both V'd and not V'd. At that point, the ones that were V'd, that had all their passes, crossed over on the line, across the line, the border, U.S. Canada into Canada, and have entered Ottawa. There are still couple American trucks that are inside of Ottawa from the States that came down to support ending the mandates alongside the truckers. The traffic at the Ambassador Bridge runs well into the States, and it's been blocked for now day 5. Hold the line, you truckers. They're not moving at all. The government is losing millions of dollars a day, which is stupid because all we want them to do is end the mandate. So they must have a lot of money if they want to keep the mandates going. Smash the like button, people. Thank you so much. I don't know about you guys, but I have a headache today, and I don't get headaches. And when I get a headache, it's because something really good or something really bad is going to happen, and it's going to be soon. So get ready, guys. They're not even ramping up the protests yet, but if the protests go into next week, nobody's going to sleep. Guarantee you nobody's going to sleep. Go get some coffee. I won't sleep either. Oh, there we go. It's going to be cold. Darn it. Well, I hope the live stream. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I have to microwave some coffee, guys. I know it's not good, and you hate it when I do so. So if it cuts off, don't wonder why. The microwave does that to the connection. Nice here in Florida. Yes. And Florida has always been tough. I mean, a lot of Canadians, Quebecers go there, my friend, because they've always been the best on the mandates. Can we say that? Am I smart enough? Do I know enough about the American side to say that Florida was really lucky during the mandates? And I'm not saying you guys didn't get shit there, but in general, right, as compared to the other states, right, there's a big difference. Those who are willing to give up freedom for temporary safety and security deserve neither freedom or security. Yes, go truckers. And that's Benjamin Franklin that said that. Yay. I think that's hot enough. I actually had to read it twice when I had read that the first time. History repeats itself, and that's what we're seeing now. It's just like after the war, actually. That's what it looks like. People are hugging in the streets, and they're not even completely down yet, the mandates. I mean, it just doesn't happen in any country, guys. When do you see big bearded guys, unless we're in a gay bar, right? Inside joke. But seriously, for my LGBT friends, when you see guys like that are usually, hey, how's it going? Hello, going up to each other, hugging each other, and saying, "Bro, I love you, man. I love you too, man." You see that the energy is, my gosh, it's out of this world. Especially for the past 2 years, I've seen a lot of you, heard a lot of stories about you. I know a lot of you actually work in hospitals, and or are therapists, or interact with people mental health and stuff. And a lot of people have been woken up, or not really woken, awake, have been awakened, eyes wide open with what's going on, and more people are understanding that the government is taking an authoritarian way of controlling the people. So that's it. They tell us to stay peaceful and we can protest. We did. And because they know that we're going to sit there with our stupid smiles, figuratively speaking, they're going to continue to aggress and use brutal force. You can be sure if the cops we're harassing a few people on a few roads, it's because they all have that order to do so, right? I suggest anyone in the Ottawa area this evening to remain where everyone is, to remain in large groups, to not go to your car or off to your truck unless you are going to sleep. And if you're sleeping on the road alone in your bloody truck and a police officer goes to your window and knocks on your window, lock the doors, go in the back in your cabin, or just sit there with your head down and do not respond. They will not do anything. And if they do, well, so be it. Right? Easier said than done because you're not there, Bruce. Doesn't matter. That's what has to be done. And the only generous people, I don't think it has to do anything with generous people. I think each and every one of us, if you had an envelope in your mail this morning or tomorrow morning that says, here's $100, we pay your ticket to go to Ottawa to see what's going on, I'm sure everyone's going to take the time to go and see what's going on. If you have a passport, of course, because if not, you won't be able to take the train, right? So Ottawa, we said that. Ambassador Bridge. So imports and exports of the Ambassador Bridge, for those who don't know, and I don't know myself, because all these names, even though it's in Canada and other countries, we're hearing all these, names of bridges, but it's a main route bridge that brings in and exports, so both import and export into and out of USA. So Angela, or I think it was, that asked me before, is the USA blocked yet? Of course it is. And the USA did block on the American side, which throughout the week we saw a lot of blockades and stuff like that. The Americans are waiting for the right date to advance and to go out. There are already other truckers that are joining. They were asking for four-wheelers the other day. There's lots of people that need a lot of things setting up, and people are bringing their barbecues, they're bringing their tents, they're bringing their families. Some of these truckers lost their jobs and lost their homes, and they only have those trucks, some of them not even paid. And it's a sad thing. Child protection was looking around, rooting around the kids. Incredible. 9/11 callers were doxing the 9/11 lines. Didn't want to mention it, but yeah, the gas and firewood stolen. That I said it in the first stream. The People's American Freedom Convoy. It's the People's Convoy, which was nice and thoughtful, obviously, because the truckers, we started off the truckers. That was awesome. Now the Americans are going to call it the People's Convoy. You can look it up yourself. It's a convoy that will be on its way to Washington, D.C., and the streets will be blocked. And they will obviously maybe send federal, like they did for the January 6th, which was basically really bad what they did. So that's what they had to do. The American people were not mad enough. If my mother was here, she'd remember our conversation where I said, Mom, I can't believe it. American people, they say, oh, they got guns, or they're savages. Yeah. No. With what they went through with Biden and stuff. And ISIS was there at one point, the terrorism and the beheadings from the people, American people on the other side and stuff. That was a lot of pressure, but still, you guys were quiet, protested, spoke up loud, and then the fakery started, right? We need to blame them for something, and that's what's happening here in Canada. And we were ready, I think, definitely because of what happened January 6th with in the States, for sure. Hong Kong from Vancouver Island. Sean O'Donnell headed down to Fredericton tomorrow. Yes, be safe, bro. Drive safe. Watch out for ice spots. Anybody else going to their capitals? Thanks for asking. That's absolutely it. Quebec, too, we had people here at the capital. We had people. Thank you very much, Darla. Yep. February 15th, I had the amazing chance of being born at the same time as Galileo. Not even half as smart. I love rubbing that in. I mean, it's sort of like a dream. It's like a popular singer has the same date as one of his heroes. Galileo was definitely one of my heroes. If he exists, we don't know about history. But what was cool about Galileo, he's the one that found the moons around Jupiter. And when he found the moons around Jupiter, he realized that, hey, there's other planets going around Jupiter. It must be its moons and stuff, and all this. Anyways, rain down on me, radio. Yes, no, that's a good one actually. Bruce, the West is trying to destroy Russia as, yep, there's an Earth defense system there. Western aliens are trying to destroy it to allow an invasion. It's scary stuff. It's scary stuff, man. Really is scary stuff when you think that there could be an alien presence outside of Earth trying to invade Earth. Or, listen, I said it the first stream, the 40 out of the 49 satellites that were just recently launched. It could be also that 40 satellites were shot down. Who knows? Maybe it's a warning they're trying to do, or it's maybe just a good story ideal that I brought up. I never hide that, but just the fact that the possibility of that. Listen, we can't hide it. We send up 49 satellites, and there's 40 of them crashing back down to Earth. Now, let me ask you something. Is NASA not smart enough to present the geomagnetic storm? Well, of course. The geomagnetic storm hit around the time that they launched the satellites. Why? Because the satellites deliberately filmed the geomagnetic storm, and then the 40 satellites got hit, and now they're crumbling to Earth, possibly. That's another theory, which would mean there's a whole shitload, excuse the expression now, of debris seriously going around Earth and not very high up, about 400 some kilometers, obviously, right? That's where satellites are. 5G, they're lower, 400 some. Maybe the other one band was higher. But anyways, lots of debris around Earth. There's already hundreds of thousands of pieces. Well, maybe not that much. They actually said 30,000, if I'm not mistaken, fist size or smaller, and lots of bigger pieces of debris that is not counted in that count of 30,000, I believe. Leftover rockets and a whole bunch of other things that are all over. Forever child to flourish, alarms, and no surprises. It's coming. I'm so excited. I haven't slept in 2 days. I'm too excited about what's going on. Yep, that's what I said. That's what I said, right, Ben Franklin? I hope I said Ben Franklin, because that's what I wanted to say. It was, anyways, it was you, right, Samantha, that wrote it the first stream. Am I hallucinating? You were on the other stream, right? Somebody did write that. And that was right before he got zapped, eh? It is a good quote. Agenda 21, that's right, told us all they were going to do this with the V. Yeah, they did. They did, Sarcastic Storage Stacker. Thanks for commenting, bro. Also, SARS, right? That was also talked about, and it scared me for the first time. I said, Alex Jones and a whole bunch of people, whistleblowers, that go back and they look at all this information that's occurring. And I went back and looked Sarcastic Storage Stacker as far back as 1979 or 1980, if I'm not mistaken, maybe the latest before 84. They were talking about the NWO. I know they were talking about it before that, but they were talking about SARS, and they were talking about viruses, and it was in the 80s. And the names that they were talking about back then are the names of the V's and the pandemic today. They were also talking about COVID. I saw it. Type it in. Document. Very scary, by the way. It was American government 1980 COVID documents, and they talk about it. It was a project in space that was called the COVID Project, and it was Corona Project. I'm not sure. Anyways, whatever it may be, and always makes me wonder. A lot of people make me wonder. They ask me, they say, oh, Zoke, Ken, please don't talk to me about Zoke and Zot. Yes, Ken Drover. That's a good one, brother. You're absolutely right about that. Listen, I saw Zoke and I saw Zot on Ottawa, which again, I'm going to tell you guys again, around the world, if you want to see Ottawa, type in Ottawa with a capital O, but Ottawaks, add LKS at the end of Ottawa with a capital O on the Ottawa, and it's Ottawaks, and he's got he's a good guy. He's walking around. He must live there. I don't know if he is or not, but he's doing a good job. Just started his channel. I heard it today, if I'm not mistaken, in November 2021, or maybe 2020. Could be. I don't know how many videos he has, but yeah. Zoke and Zod are two other channels which are going to be known. Look how we're talking now, which I don't mind. I think it's cool. And but honestly, Ken, I would have no balls to go up to Ottawa and even talk about my channel. Honestly, once maybe, but this guy is tracking him down. And now Ottawa, when he's there, he's pretty famous, and he's walking. It's cool to see. It's nice to see because people appreciate him showing Ottawa. And again, he's a good guy. He's walking down the street, and people are just, they're going on him. It's funny. Yeah, Zot. It really was fitting for the situation. Thank you very much. Please, sir. Trying to finish your last straw. It's over for America. Yeah, it looks bad for sure. That's for sure the way it's going. And listen, Russia said it. There will be no more wars, eh? When there's a war, it'll be the end for everyone because they'll annihilate themselves. The minute the sensors in the U.S. pick up, by chance, maybe they can be faster. In Russia, that something's headed to New York. Well, New York will send something to Moscow. It'll be boom, boom, right? Operation Mockingbird explains the mainstream news. Yes, it does. Adios, Valhalla. Pass by, put my thumbs up, and go see a people's thank you, alias Valhalla. So if you're seeing that channel, it's our friend, a community member on the friend channel, and he's even here now. He's in Ottawa right now, and he's there for a week. He's going to be filming what's going to go on. Tu vas en avoir du vidéo, mon ami, cette semaine. Ce soir, c'est malade. It's crazy tonight in Ottawa. We gather here every week, you guys. Yes, we definitely do. Tell your friends and share Sky Watching streams. Guys, every Friday, 1 p.m. Montreal time and 8 p.m. So 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. We stream here for about 2 hours each time. We have a lot of fun. Let's go see that video. Hey, Bruce, I'm a little late. Got here through from Cali. Harry, thank you very much. Excuse me, guys. Mute. Sorry about that. I still didn't cough properly. I'm going to go start that video, everybody, for you all to see. Last Saturday, I was with 5 family members in a vehicle. Excuse me. 12 hours later, all 5 of them tested positive. Wow. And I tested negative. There's only one in car not jabbed. See, that's how it is, man. It's true what you're saying, because it's the jab that are spiking the shit, and that's how it is, And the ones that want to be preventive, well, look at Charles that said he just got it. They're going to have to admit to pretend that they did take jabs, that they're going to be, getting it. Like that one president of the country that took 8 without telling anyone, because get this, every time the effect of the jab ended, he immediately went and got another one. And he was back to back since the beginning of the vaccine. These guys are like, oh, come on. All right, next 8 hours, let's go. I want to get COVID. I want to get COVID on my forehead too. Pick me. I'll be honest with you. When I see all those people getting jabbed, reminds me of a bunch of heroin addicts. Never seen people that want to get needles so friggin' much in their arms. I had to say that. I thought it was funny. It's sort of an Andrew Dice Clay sort of stand-up comedy. Very controversial comedy. I like controversial comedy. But since I'm not in the right era or time for that now, I'm 20 years late, right? Don't talk about much anymore. Guy gets up on stage and tries to do like Andrew Dice Clay, or tries to do like, anyone now. People can't even talk. Bill Burr, all these comedians that I actually loved listening to. Norm Macdonald, the Norm, I miss him, by the way. I used to watch the show in the end. He didn't tell anyone he had cancer before he passed away. But the jokes that they used to say back in the days, you can't say them anymore. You cannot say them anymore because cultures used to be able to laugh at each other with a grain of salt, like to a limit, laughing at each other, but not anymore. Lisa Eckerly, thanks again, you guys, for everything. Thanks for coming in. 99 Alan, or 99 all in. Let's share the screen. I'm going to go see video February 11th, 2022. It's 2 hours ago filmed, approximately what is going on in Canada. So say that was just starting the party, which was at 7-ish, 7 o'clock. So you can only imagine right now they must be thumping. And I'm going to go check that out after, but I want to share the screen with you all right here. I hope there's no curfew tonight if I want to go at 10 o'clock. So there, before sharing the screen, I'm just going to take down the message. There we go, guys. We'll do it really quick. This is 10 minutes. When I share videos with you, the sound plays and you guys hear my microphone sound. So it's going to be horrible sound. It doesn't matter. I want you to hear the honking, the way the energy is incredible. It's an incredible energy. I've never seen anything like that. There's some new features in here. Extra camera. Oh, that's right. I want to also do full screen. I'll take me off. Right. I'm done talking, guys. Share screen. And there we go. Thanks again for listening in, everybody. And I won't be able to see the screen because I took my big head off so that you can see what's going on. Excuse me for the sound. It doesn't matter. It's historical moment in Canada, what's going on. And you guys, am I lagging? So you guys should get the same thing happening in your countries if you protest and stuff. Ontario is putting up fines talking about $100,000 and 1 year's jail time. There was a limit for them to leave at 7 o'clock tonight, by the way, and I don't think they did. So what is that going to do? I have no idea. There we go. February 11th, 2022. All the videos from this month. Look at that. So this was beyond amazing. This is Ottawa's channel, and it's 10 minutes off of his footage. I will post the link of this exact stream. I would say if he's not still live streaming, he probably is, or on the verge of ending it. And I think he is on the verge of ending it. It was pouring down rain, as you may have a hard time seeing in the video, but take a good look, and at one point you'll just see it pouring. Listen to the energy. I don't care if there's music in it. I'm not going to monetize it. It's part of history. I want you all to hear it. Listen to that, my friend. I'm going to do a little errand in the house while you guys listen to this. I hope the audio is okay. Ten minutes, guys. It's worth it. That was filmed at 7-ish. Look at the people there. I still can't get over it. That's at 7. My American friends are overwhelmed. They're like, geesh, we should have partied instead of the 6th. Whoop, a little bit of smoke. Must be cold. Yes, there is a beach ball actively roaming around in the air. Those of you that have good eyes, I'm seeing a lot of military people in their uniforms there, by the way. But they're with the protesters. It won't be too long, guys, but this is important. I want you guys to see this. So this is recently. It's about around 7:15-ish. 2 hours ago. 3 hours ago. You do know none of us had any flags. We all had to order them on Amazon, right? Here's where it gets scary. At one point, it really started reminding me of the 1900s. You'll see what I mean. See if you guys can spot the Nazi in there. No flags, just this guy dressed in a helmet. I hope he's there. If not, maybe I saw a ghost. a massive light on stage behind them. They got their own lights. People brought all that stuff in, guys. It's all running on batteries and stuff and fuel generators. Here's where it starts reminding me of the 1900s. It's almost done here, guys. We're at the end there. I'm going to show this little part again in black and white because it reminds me of a moment in history, and I don't know which one, but even the music reminds me. It's eerie. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people, tens of thousands of people. So let's see it a little faster now. In black and white. There's the German. Freaky stuff. Freaky stuff. So that's happening right now, guys, as we're filming. It's like I'm wondering what's going on right now, actually, myself. And I guess I'm not there now, or am I? Let's see. Am I still there? Yes, I'm still there. I hope you appreciated it. I hope you heard something. Hopefully that was 2 hours ago at the Parliament. For me, it's really emotional because I'm really pissed what they did as of day one, 2 years ago, when a lot of you also knew, along with me, Andrew, and many others, Gate Smasher, about the agenda, New World Order, the Depop, and all that. It's really scary when we started seeing them actually implementing it. And then actually, like in a bad dream, where what's worse than the NWO having started and coming out? Well, I'll tell you, the NWO having come out and started, but that no one around you believes you. And sometimes, even not in my case, because my family's awake now and they know it, but some people fight with their family members because it's hard to believe. You know, you're trying to explain something right off the bat, like try to explain what you listened 20, 25 years of Alex Jones saying, and not just Alex Jones, Project Veritas, Edward Snowden, Aaron Swartz. You got all these whistleblowers. Some of them were murdered, some of them, you know, whatever. When you listen to the whole story of it all, it's freaky. And it's really real. And the elites will always be trying to attack the people and getting the better half. So the pet control, right? Price is Right was always saying, get your pet spayed or neutered. Well, it's the same thing the governments do with us. And now literally getting us neutered, right? Literally, and I was not going to get into that. But very, very bad things that we're seeing a lot of governments doing to the people. And it's our right to stand up and protest peacefully. And if it blocks roads, well, that's not our problem. We're just regular citizens, peasants, not pheasants. Oh, peasants, right? Or is it pheasants? It is peasants, yes. Peasant, what do you want? Bring me my wine. That's how they act with us. In reality, nothing's changed since the past. Hello, Barb Weist. How's it going? Let me scroll all the way down here. Barb Weiss, definitely check out her channel. Thank you very much. Juan Francisco, Amedra, saludos desde la región de los lagos, amigo. José, que sería en español los videos. Muchas gracias. Mi canal de investigación, Astronomía OVNIs, mi canal de investigación de OVNIs, in Spanish. Go there. Astronomia OVNIs. Do you have any idea, Juan, how frustrating it is for me right now not be able to speak to you? But you know what? Spanish people speak better English than English people speak Spanish, here in Canada anyways. So I hope you did hear that. Astronomia OVNIs, mi canal de investigación, dos canal. Muchas gracias. Yes, Rex. Damn right. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Let me scroll down, see the comments that were recently written, not written, Bruce. This crack pipe deal. You said it, Violet Lynch. Can't believe this crack pipe deal. And now we can talk about crack pipes on social media because Biden's buying crack pipes for meth heads. What the holy hell is that? I don't know what the hell's going on. I think we're being run by aliens. There's something definitely wrong with that. And for those that don't know the story or wondering what the hell we're talking about, yes, Biden invested millions of dollars and bought a lot of crack pipes. Did he buy them from someone off the street or did they make them themselves? I don't know. And they're making kits for people that take meth so that they can be doing it in a safe way. Guys, like Laurel or Hardy, Ollie, no, listen, there's no safe ways, guys. There's no safe way of doing crack. You'll die. It's not because Biden's going to give you a clean pipe or some needles in a kit that you're going to be able to do meth in a clean way, right? I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. I think it's scaring Americans, and I don't see too many Americans talking about the crack pipe story, but it's hilarious. Could be connected to all the DNA testing from things like Ancestry. Yes, that site scares the hell out of me. Which, by the way, man, don't tell me they haven't tried to reach you. They tried to reach me. Are you interested in finding out who your ancestors are, Andrew? Ancestry.com. Yeah, right. Or to see what percent of what ethnic origin you are. Yes, and a survey each year here in Canada, like I'm sure you guys have in the States. I hope, anyways. It could be that you don't. Just to know how many people live in your home. They come and knock on our door every bloody year to know the survey, Canadian survey, blah, 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 how many people are living with you, whatnot. And one of the questions on the survey was, what do you have any Indian blood in you? Do you have any ancestry to a certain, whatever, Southern Indian, First Nations? And that is all in the Canadian form that, you do. The census is what I'm looking for. Census 2021 did it online. And I did it for some reason, which I don't know why I did, but anyway, I felt this year I had to, for some reason, with the votes. It was so important for us to get Trudeau in. And I'm happy I didn't vote this year. Proud of it. Proud to say that I didn't vote. I'm a pureblood, unvotable Canadian. And a lot of people are like, what a loser. No, I don't believe that there's real voting, right? First of all, like in the States with those machines that were actually being even hacked by their own government. So scientists said they picked up Wi-Fi or radio waves, yes, coming from the moon called Ganymede. Yep. It's by Saturn. Yes, Technothanks talks about Ganymede all the time. It's by Saturn or Jupiter footprint. Which planet? Yeah, there's also Draconis planet and another planet that's very large. They're receiving, they're getting pulses every so many seconds because they say that a giant sun like here in the solar system, but even bigger, is on the verge, they believe, of exploding into a supernova, and there is a planet nearby, so it's going to be analyzing that. So these guys are having fun. It's a game. They're investing billions or trillions of dollars, which is probably what's missing from the Federal Reserve, 3 trillion. But anyways, that's, how can somebody lose $3 trillion? Do you know that the size of my little house couldn't hold $3 trillion? Have you ever seen the quantity of $3 trillion? It's scary. It is a scary. What I do is I just make a bed out of all the money, and when I get to the floor, I know I'd spent so much, and I'd be careful. Wouldn't that be nice? Yep, Ganymede. Who is that you think they will have contact with the aliens to speak to the world? Some people in the past have been contacted, but we're not given the word to speak with or for the others visiting here. Absolutely right about that. I believe that too. And raining crying trolls. Yes, they'll be. Oh, yes. They're always crying, those trolls, Kyle. That's for sure. They're always crying, those trolls. Who is it that you think will have contact with the aliens to speak to the world? That's a hell of a good one. Very, very good one, Gate Smasher. Let me think. I think there might be more than one on Earth. I think we might need 3 of us or 4 of us. But unfortunately, you know what's scaring me, man? I hope they send an authentically spiritually inclined person that can connect with people through energy. Like, I'm going to go in details, like somebody that communicates with people that are handicapped, somebody that really communicates with animals, someone really inclined spiritually. I'm hoping they're not going to send in, an advanced, maybe manipulated hybrid or ESP, related type of intelligent person. But now here's the thing. Would they be able to present a robot to the extraterrestrials? And it often makes me wonder that if they're landing if they're landing vehicles like rovers on the moon, there could be a message or something or a screen or something once an alien or something, goes near them. Maybe that's how we've been communicating for several years. Maybe the satellites that we send out really, really far out. It would be very nice to believe that we're sending out messages of peace, trying to communicate, but I don't know. That's a hell of a good question. Thank you, Bruce. Patriot, Canadians, and group have to head out. Much love. Yes, so am I, my dear friend, because that video is ready to upload. I want to upload it, and I want to go see what's going on tonight. Be watching in Ottawa tonight, guys. Ottawaks, like I said, he won't be on tonight, but he'll be up tomorrow. But during the night, Aliaus Valhalla, that I just showed you at the beginning, will also be doing videos. And who else? Just look for Ottawa Convoy, guys, and information of stuff's going on. The Ambassador Bridge is another keyword for videos. For those of you, New Zealand, the States, UK, you guys are going to have a hard time getting to the Ottawa videos because I do. I'm right here. I'm less than 2 hours away from Ottawa, about 2 hours. And I have a hard time finding videos in Ottawa. They're actually causing a deliberate delay, I guess, in people being able to see them. So I'm still thinking of that one, if I had to choose a person, though, I'm not going to say Elon Musk. He says too many times. That guy is so smart that he says not because he's dumb and he doesn't know what to say, because I believe there's too many choices of words that come to him in a sentence. I swear to you, I'm right when I say that. I've known people like that. I wish I was like that. Maybe I am. I don't think so. I say because I'm duh. But Elon Musk, when he goes it's like he's got too many ways of being able to talk. He talks like a robot. If ever I see him do this once, I'll wonder. What do you think of it? See what the research has gotten me doing, you guys. I'm just losing it. Don't trust any political party. They all are protecting their paycheck. Pierre as well. You're absolutely right. Yes. And if you mean Pierre B, the one that's coming also that wants to be prime minister, Pierre Boliev, ruined the prime minister back in 2020 and 2021 when there was money that was given to him and to family members of him, and even his brother at one point that they mentioned money that was given to him. They talked about it, and that would be Kyle. I don't know if it's Kyle Kemper. So Justin Trudeau's brother, Kyle Kemper. Guys, I'm going to come back on for another live stream, I guess, is not enough time to talk about more stuff, actually. Laughed my ass off. Distraction, crack pipe legislation, getting desperate now. Hey, not just that, Andrew. They're calling back for the elections. What the hell? I had a memory blank. Hillary Clinton. Oh my gosh. Hillary Clinton was so sick while she was trying to be president, or be elected. I was starting to wonder if they weren't drugging her. And those big giant balls that she coughed up out of into her at last. Guys, we're living in a matrix. And for those of you who did not see that or are eating popcorn and drinking wine right now, I'm so sorry. But yeah, she's an alien. I don't know what the hell they were. The size of plums coming out of her mouth. Anyways, absolutely crazy. It's like Dr. Evil, Biden, and member Trudeau. Yes, going at the world. Yep, that's what they're doing. The buggers, they're bad. Hey, Daryl, thanks for being here, you guys. Lindsay, Decca, thank you very much. Can Bruce not say anything about Dr. David Martin? Just wondering. I'm not familiar with Dr. David Martin, actually. Dr. David Martin, not familiar with him. Not going to hide it. Did you see the new guy, DOE guy that Biden hired? He likes to do GIMP porn. Yeah, I'm old. I have to look this shit up sometimes. Do the same. I'm not going to explain what it is. And I probably explained it wrong anyways. There's so many sexual positions that you don't have to start getting into, I guess, styles that you can't pronounce or understand. When I have to start buying gear to go to bed there, I'm going to take it down a notch. Then again, maybe if I had a nice little ass, I'd be in leather spandex. No way in hell. I don't think so. I guess I can't finish off now because I sort of finished off on a bad note. Saw a documentary in part talks about Tesla, one of my mentors, and electromagnetic fields and UFOs. Did you watch it, Bruce? Maybe I did, Austin Powers. I'm not sure if I did. Rings a bell because I saw basically everything about what Tesla, and this is electromagnetic fields and UFOs. Probably not, actually, because I didn't see too much about the Tesla with the UFOs. But that's pretty interesting, though. I will find it. I definitely will find it and look it up. From the Queen of England to the Hounds of Hell. Yeah. Metro Tow has the contract with police. Yeah, so like they didn't tow the trucks, right? They were supposed to tow the trucks, but they refused the first time. They refused the mayor, they refused the police department or the RCMP, I believe, that asked them. But they work in town, and of course they can tow if someone's doing something illegally. Obviously, someone's driving drunk or something, they will come and pick up the car. But there were 3 vehicles that were towed outside of the red zone. This is coming from Whistleblower channel and someone that was connected to the convoy. And those 3 people, where they were, I'm not sure whether it was BC or somewhere. I have no idea, guys. It was in a province in Canada where maybe it was near Ottawa, I think, more or less. They were in a parking lot in his RV, was having, it was eating, and they were causing him trouble. They either towed or tried to tow away those vehicles. But again, Metro sent out 3 tow trucks or whatever, the amount of tow trucks, to tow those vehicles away because they were said to be in a no parking zone. But in reality, they were protesters. So just a story that I heard, because a lot of us were right away to talking about, Metro Tow tried to say they were tricked by cops. Oh, what is it? Bullshit? Really? We'll have to check that out. We will have to check that out. Maybe they weren't tricked by cops, like you said. We'll have to check that out. Bruce says a lot about a lot of people, but he doesn't know everyone. Dr. David Martin, don't really have a lot of doctor friends. Don't really trust most of them. Only the good ones, the high ones. All doctors are good. It's the ones up top that are doing the crap. Antarctica shows up on maps in the 1800s with no ice there. Is talk the fallen angels were imprisoned there. I heard that by the blast freezing for 10,000 years. Yes, over them the ice is melting. I heard that one too, Tony. That's an interesting one, actually. Heard that theory too, and it's sort of scary because with the earthquakes and stuff like that, wouldn't that be waking them up? So it's like they'd be preparing, if this is real, they'd be preparing to come up, and it's like literally the devil's being unleashed there. We're biblical times, right? That's to happen. Ladies and gents, I love you all so very much. It's already 10 o'clock. We have a lot of fun streaming here. I hope to do it again in a couple of days, actually. And I will keep you posted. Right now, I'm going to upload the sun video. Called the sun video. It's more than just a sun video. Well, no, actually, it's just a sun video with a lot of credible information, but still, it's a very aggressive sun. Again, we're living through historical times, I think, even with that sun. So the 2941 sunspot is what I showed. Also, Peter Benton filmed it. You guys can check out his view on his end. Thanks for the generous contributions. Thanks for loving, liking the videos. It really means a lot, and especially for subscribing. Thanks, everybody. I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Hang tight, hold the line, be peaceful, never bring any weapons. You won't be accepted in heaven if you do so. And even if it's just a myth, I still wouldn't dare take a chance in doing so. So if you do go to protest, do be peaceful. And if you're following cops, follow them from 20 feet. Don't go up their asses. I would not let anybody come up and film me 2 feet from my face. I'll punch them. Okay. So that's a little heads up for people out there in Canada. We just look very kind. We're not stupid. You know, it's not like somebody can come up to Canadian and touch his cheeks and stuff, you know. Actually, probably a few of them, but I wouldn't try it. So again, thanks, Darla. And thanks everybody, all new mods, and to everyone at just Louisiana standing with the truckers. Thank you very much. Neo TV, I appreciate that, my friend. Menacing Muskrats here. Love the drop. I love to drop the link when Turtle old out Canada via Klaus Schwab. Yeah. Klaus Schwab, that's another guy that should be arrested, that's trying to take over humanity, that's been doing his shit for a long time. So hopefully we'll get rid of these guys. They signed a contract between the big pharma and the USA, right? Yeah, to protect pharma from lawsuits. Is that valid in all countries? Can other countries sue? It's funny you're saying that. Apparently, I don't know if you're deliberately asking that question, but you're smart, because there's talk about that. I don't know what the loophole is exactly from what I heard, and it's already they're not in court, but it's already signed to go through in court. Contract between Big Pharma and the USA. Yes. Now, Pfizer has been doing some changes, guys. I don't know what info, because I don't confirm nothing when it comes to COVID stuff, but they're taking down information about what was already up about Pfizer, either taking it down or changing it. So we got to be careful. And anyways, eyes open. And I am Kai, everybody, Gate Smasher, Darla, all the mods, everyone who's here. I love you all very much. Thank you very much for stopping by. So my birthday on February 15th, I'll come on and tell you all a nice little hello. Talk to you all very soon. Be watching that video coming up right after this. Be watching Ottawa, my friends. Hold the line. Bye-bye for now.